It's week 8 of the 2024 season, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Colts and the Texans, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
It's the National Football League presented by EA. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Well, this defense for the Colts, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 70. And the Texans march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Colts heading out for the first time behind their 22-year-old quarterback in his 2nd season now in the NFL, Anthony Richardson. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The Colts sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Well, these 2 teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Now Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Richardson back to throw it. The toss here completed to Pittman. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Richardson to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Texans offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. It's complete to Diggs. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And Stroud now to throw. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's second down at 7. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
From the 22 now, here's the second down and 9. Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Richardson out of the shotgun. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley-Cox as tight end, but it's going to be second down. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
They spent the week at practice saying, we know our rating's not that great, and we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league, but there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Richardson looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards. Richardson looking to throw this. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now second and 9. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're... Third and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Yeah, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
To the right side, this is Taylor. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, that's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Delson in motion. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
That one complete. It's Tank Dell.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he stopped right around the 29.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
If there's one thing they aren't lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts 1st down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now it's Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9.
On the quick, right?
Stroud to throw it.
Flushed out right.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
On 3rd down, Mixon. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Richardson.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
3rd down and 13.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Dell.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
2nd down and a yard. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Richardson working from the gun. This pass left side to Downs.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Richardson. And this taken in by Downs.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. Now a give to Taylor. A nice little juke.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And with that last run, that's going to move him over 1,000 yards rushing now for the year. So a nice milestone to hit in what has been an exceptional season on the ground.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Steps away to his left. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Anthony Richardson
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a 1st down.
And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That is caught by Dell.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Inside handoff to Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Stroud.
And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14. 14.
the bootleg. Stroud. This one taken in by Stover.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Joe Mixon, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have retaken a third-quarter lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Richardson looking to throw. That complete to Downs.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Michael Thomas. A gain of 15. And the Colts first down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First down, Colts.
Richardson out of the shotgun. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. It'll be first and goal when we come back. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal.
Here's Taylor again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
And Stroud now to throw.
It's complete to Diggs. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Mixon will try the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's Stroud.
And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson looking to throw this. That is caught.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Derek Stingley, he got there in a hurry, and he earns the TFL. Second down, another run with Taylor.
Wiggles free. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Here's Richardson to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Gay's kick is good.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it.
To Mixon on the check down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That's good for a Houston Texans.
Stroud working out of the gun. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you. Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here's Stroud. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts have just a... this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Throwing now is Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Colts,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
Oh,